Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Friday. I hope the week has been good to you. I want to introduce you to someone that is a guest speaker on the magnificent, brilliant young man. He's from London. He's a Brit, but he's over in the United States living in LA. And he's done very well as a YouTuber. His podcast. His name is Stephen Bartlett. Maybe many of you have heard of him or saw him or listened to his podcast, but he's introducing this woman who I love dearly, who have her mind. She's a brilliant knowledge nook. She is an incredible thinker, innovator, and investor. She manages $30 billion. And she is somebody I'm sitting and listening to and learning. And I want you to listen and learn from her as well. Her name is Cathie Wood.
This technological disruption in history and this incredible rate of change is making people uncomfortable. But if you are on the right side of change, investment opportunities and job opportunities are going to be enormous. But people don't know what to do. For example, many people think Apple is a very safe investment. It's probably going to be disrupted by artificial intelligence. But yet, Tesla is going to be the biggest.
You've invested just over $2 billion in Tesla?
Yeah, because Tesla is the largest AI project.
She a baddie. She didn't come to play.
AI has to be a top priority.
Tesla before pretty much anyone else out there. I think in 2015. And at the time in 2015, you said that you believed the stock would get above 4,000 roughly.
Right, on the old stock.
Yeah, before the stock split.
Yes.
And you were right by some significant margin. I think you predicted it would be 4,000 before the stock splits. And I think at its peak, that equates to about 18,000, maybe 12,000 at its peak.
Yes, well,
in that region.
We were right about 2 years, or Tesla got to where we believed it would go 2 years before most expected. You know, in 2018 and 19, many people, as Elon was discussing and describing production hell for the Model 3, many people thought the company would go bankrupt. And yet we knew that if Elon Musk could create a reusable rocket that could land on a barge in the water, he would be able to figure out how to produce at scale the Model 3. That was, to us, a simple conclusion. Now, as in stock is, I'm not going to be exactly right on this, $270, $280. Our prediction in 5 years is $2,600. And 90% of that valuation comes not from the electric vehicle, but from this robotaxi platform. Because the electric car, if you think about it, is, you know, a one-shot sale. You know, sell and hope they come back when they're replacing their car.
This essentially means that we'll be driving cars that we can click a button and then it becomes an autonomous taxi. So I go on holiday, I have my Tesla car at my house. When I go on holiday, the car turns into a taxi and starts chauffeuring people around. It makes me money. But also from the consumer's perspective that are trying to hail a taxi, at any point I can go on my Tesla app, press a button, a autonomous car comes to me with no one driving it, and it takes me to my destination with no driver at all.
Right. Because your regulators have not allowed FSD here. I think they might, somewhere in Europe, I think they're beginning to consider it. Maybe even in the UK here, they are considering it. In St. Petersburg, Florida, where we're based, I can go from my house to anywhere, and flawlessly, the car will take me there. Now, we still have to sit in the driver's seat for now, but in June, or soon thereafter, when they turn the system on, if regulators permit, right now we're state by state, I think that's going to change so that we'll have federal regulation so that this can happen a lot faster. One other thing about Tesla, though, in that $2,600 number, we do not include much for humanoid robots. Now,
look at this, you all.
this is happening faster than we thought. And the reason it's happening faster is humanoid robots.
Look at this.
They are the convergence.
It was quite shocking to see a robot.
Check out your
doing
new
that,
dance
because
partner.
if a robot
Sooner
can
or
have
later,
that
y'all gonna see these
dexterity
robots in the
and
club,
mobility,
untethered.
and then you overlay that with that dexterity and
Yeah, I'm gonna start seeing this in the club, y'all.
Overlay that with the AI technology, basically robots that we'll have in our home and at work. So there was a video that I think Elon retweeted the other day showing one of the humanoid robots dancing.
Dancing, yes.
Was that real? I was like looking
Look
at that
at
video
that.
thinking, surely that's not
Look
real.
at that.
But he confirmed, I believe, that it was real.
Yes. Now, when we went to the
He was
Cybercam
doing moves,
event,
y'all.
there were, as we've studied autonomous taxis moving forward, we believe the cost of transportation will come down fairly dramatically. So in the US today, an Uber costs roughly $2 to $4 per mile. At scale, now this may not be for 5 to 10 years, but this is the direction that Tesla certainly is headed. We believe that Tesla will be able to offer a service for 25 cents per mile. And because of that, we think there will be much more congestion in the roads. When you cut the price of something, you get more of it.
Yeah.
And that led us into the air. And so we've been studying eVTOLs.
What's an eVTOL?
eVTOL is an electric
Look at that.
vehicle takeoff and landing.
That's a mega drone.
A drone, but for people.
Yeah.
So we own Archer in our portfolio. And of course, AI is a part of this new world as well. And it's a part of the defense world as well, as we are trying to save our soldiers and move out there with autonomous drones.
What is it that you do?
Invest in companies that are technologically enabled and that are going to transform the world as we know it.
You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Oh, you got the swag, so she drippin' swag goo. You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Oh, you got the swag, so she drippin' swag goo. Oh.